How are you? Sorry, I was having technical difficulties, YouTube issues. Anyways, how are you doing today? How was your week? Anything interesting? Any interesting cases? Did you do anything fun for yourself? Well, this week we're going to get into more so your resources for healing through art therapy. I know last week we talked about the benefits of it. And so this week we're going to talk about things that you can do. So first of all, though, what is art therapy? According to the American Art Therapy Association, art therapy uses active art making, the creative process, and applied psychological theory within a psychotherapeutic relationships to enrich the lives of individuals, families, and communities. So basically, you do art with a psychiatrist. I think, that's one way you can do it. I feel like there's other ways that you can do it as well. But we'll talk about those in a little bit. But firstly, if you want to do it with a psychiatrist, then definitely I would look up like arttherapy.org will help you find one in the area. You can do it in person. I believe they also do it virtually too, classes, but I think they're few and far between. So that's also an option as well if you want to do that. To me, it's your own comfort level. I will say you can't just go to any therapist and do this. There is just a specific degree, it's a specialty that in psychology for art therapy. Also, like there's also a link to the art therapy website in the description of the video. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely look that up. Also, what else can you do? If you don't want to go to an art therapist, don't have time, it doesn't fit with your schedule, whatever, there are a lot of other things that you can do. There are a lot of how-to classes on YouTube that you can utilize. I have a friend of mine. She is an artist. Her aunt, when her aunt was alive, was this famous artist for painting birds in nature. They owned an art gallery in Charleston, South Carolina. If anybody knows Charleston, that's a huge thing to do that. They no longer own the art gallery. Her aunt passed away years ago before I even met her. But after her aunt had passed, she started getting into art. Now, granted, she doesn't do birds as much like her aunt did because that was kind of her aunt's thing. But she does a different type of art. I feel like I call it like the zoom in art. So you can have a field of flowers and then she's going to zoom in and paint just one flower that interests her or that caught her eye to paint. But she does an amazing job. I've had the privilege of watching her progress through her painting in a sense. So like if she starts a painting and as she goes along, she'll show me pictures of them. I think she does an amazing job. I love them. I have a couple of her art pieces. I need to save money to buy more. Yes, I support my friends. Just because they're my friends doesn't mean I should get it for free. But they should get paid what they're worth. She puts, a lot of time into it. If you have a talent, you should get paid for it, regardless of friends. Your friends should want to pay you. Now, granted, if you want to give them a discount, that's fine. That's up to you. But your friends should want to pay you for your time, for your talent. To me, I feel like that's just a good friend of being supportive of you. But anyways, my soapbox. I had actually commissioned her to do a painting for Sean for his birthday. It's 2 sea turtles. I love sea turtles. And so she found this picture of 2 sea turtles. And so she did a painting for for his birthday of 2 sea turtles. It's beautiful. And then I had actually, before I met her, she had done a painting of a magnolia. If any of you are familiar with South Carolina or the South, you know, the southern magnolias, like these huge, giant trees. And and the flowers, the magnolias that grow on them, the southern magnolias are giant. Like, they're huge. Like, some of them can be just as big as your head. Like, it's crazy. But she painted one of those. One of my aunts on my mom's side of the family, it's my mom's brother's wife. I was really close to. She was like a second mother to me. She was like a sister to my mom. She loved magnolias. She had passed away of ovarian cancer. So anyways, when I saw the picture, I really, really wanted it. And I was actually lucky enough that she is a going away present when we moved from Charleston. She had given that to me. I have it hanging up. It's that one right there, you can see. But I'm gonna figure out how to do pictures and post them, or I might do a short video or something so you can get a better look at them, the pictures. But yeah, so anyways, my aunt loved magnolias so much, she actually even did had a piece made for my mom, a flower piece, one of those archway things made for my mom with magnolias. And then when her gravestone, when she knew that there was a possibility she wasn't going to make it, she arranged everything so my uncle wouldn't have to do it. And she even ordered her headstone and everything. And on her headstone is actually magnolias. So yes, that piece means a lot to me. And the fact that I'm really good friends with the artist, it makes it even more special for me. So yes. So I know that, so yeah, and I say that in a sense, I bring that up because she does a lot of her learning off of videos on YouTube. So when I say that, how-to classes. So yeah, she taught herself to paint. No, she didn't learn from her aunt, and a lot of that she learned from YouTube. I know that a lot of colleagues that Sean has worked with over the years have very artistic talent, and I've seen it's beautiful. So definitely something you all should keep doing. But also other things you can do. There are places like where you can bring your own drink or snacks to the class. So like wine, beer, you can bring soda, whatever you want, water, snacks. A lot of these places, two of the main ones or kind of bigger ones that you can buy, like franchised out, are Painting with a Twist and Wine and Design. Painting with a Twist, I've done that. I've done a fundraising event with them, and then I went to go paint on my own because I love sea turtles. They were doing a sea turtle painting, and it was like a beach with a sea turtle like going to the water. My mom loved that picture. Because she loved it so much, I kept it by the fireplace where the couch was in the fireplace, and that helped her a lot. She loved it. It calmed her down, brought her peace when she needed it. And so that picture means a lot to me just for that in that moment, because not only did it help me, it helped her. And it was something that brought her peace. And it was something I did to help bring her peace. Wine and Design, we did that we did that as well. We did a fundraising with them. We did that for Sean, kind of do a fundraising event with Sean's colleagues when he worked in Charleston. And my mom had chose the painting or the picture when we were setting up. She chose the one we wanted to do. And so it was two dogs like looking at the moon. This was like set up for October. My mom had passed that August. So we went ahead and did that in memory of my mom, and it was amazing. So I say that in a sense of these places, they also do fundraising events for charities. So when you're looking through pictures that you're wanting to do, you can see if there's a fundraising event going on, if it's a charity that you like, and a picture you want to paint, go do it. You get multiple benefits from it. So not only are you getting the therapeutic from art therapy, from painting, you're also helping, you're having fun, you're getting that. You're also helping a cause at no extra cost to you. So they just do a portion of those proceeds goes to that particular charity. And two, when you guys do this, like you don't have to be an artist to do this. Like you could have no experience painting whatsoever and do it. Sean did it. And he doesn't draw, but he did an amazing job. They go through a step-by-step process on how to create this painting for you. And certain things, depending on what it is, they may have it already drawn, the particular thing drawn on there, and then you can paint it. But yeah, you have definitely try it out. It's fun. It's different towns, cities may have different names for it. So it's not necessarily painting with a twist or wine and design. Those are just kind of the two bigger ones that are franchised out in major cities. Smaller cities, I've seen them call something completely different. So just because it's not called that doesn't mean it's not the same thing. But yeah, you definitely, I feel like a lot of the cities are getting more into it where you're painting in the park. I've seen them painted at wineries. I've seen them, done in different places, and a little bit more, I guess, for lack of a better term, pop-up mobile, where you're not going to a studio. These are just places they just pop up and do it at a park or in conjunction with another business. Breweries sometimes do it. So they do different things like that. So it's more of a pop-up mobile I've seen recently as well. So yeah, definitely check those out. I know sometimes they can be a little costly, but if it's something you're into. But if not, YouTube, right? You also can get tools and paint what you feel. Just sometimes when a craft store is running a sale or a craft store is going out of business, go grab some tools and just paint. It's paint what you're feeling, whatever you feel, paint on there. Art, there's nothing wrong with art. You can't do art wrong. You can't do art wrong. Paint a room. White walls, I don't like the look of white walls. It's paint what you have a whole blank canvas, paint whatever you want, and if you don't like it, guess what? You can paint over it. So there's nothing wrong with that. So have fun with it. Try different techniques with it. Just whatever you're feeling, just paint. You can also go to an art gallery. You can go to a store that has pictures, and just look at the pictures and get lost in the paintings there or in the pictures there, and just there's nothing wrong with that. Some of the pictures have come from Kirkland's that I have. They're really nice pictures. You can just go and sit and stare at the pictures and see if any of them speaks to you. There's nothing wrong with that. The whole concept is you're not stressing about work and what's going on with work. And then it doesn't have to be painting. It can be drawing, sketching. You can get those how-to draw books. Sometimes how to draw specific Disney characters from a movie. How to draw, I think Marvel has them. A lot of your animation has them. How to draw these characters. Sidewalk chalk or chalk art. You can do chalk art. You can go do, if it's a nice day outside, go get you some chalk and draw on the sidewalk. Do it hopscotch. that brings, to me, I feel like when you do hopscotch, that just kind of brings you back to your childhood. If you ever did hopscotch in childhood, we did at daycare, loved it. But yeah, it just kind of, gets you out. You can also do chalk art on paper. It's absolutely gorgeous when people do it. So you have that option. Pastels. Love pastels. To me, pastels is almost very similar to chalk art. To me, it's kind of a cross between oil painting and chalk art. If they had a child, it would be pastels. So definitely check out pastels. But yeah, just, it's have fun with it. I always say, who cares? As long as you're having fun and it helps, nothing else matters. So yeah, have fun with it. And if you're already painting, keep doing it. Like I said, I've seen some beautiful, beautiful artwork, drawings, and from people who worked with Sean. I mean, whether it's been technicians, assistants, or CSRs. I think I haven't really seen any doctors, honestly. I will have to be honest about that. Not to say that they don't. Sometimes I just feel like they're just so busy with everything, they don't take the time to do it. I think you should. And yes, I'm talking to you, Sean. But yeah, no, I think you should. I think you should try it. It's fun. Just, you can draw what you feel. Spray paint. Spray paint. Since the spray painting is fun, let me tell you, spray painting is fun. You can spray paint. Obviously, don't go do graffiti art, but find something you can legally spray paint on. Spray paint can be fun. We had there was like this. I guess it's like remember, like, oh, you youngins might not remember this. So you go to the beach and you get those spray paint shirts, or those like airbrush shirts. They would airbrush them for you. Well, they came out with a thing you can actually utilize that to paint your house and stuff, or paint whatever you want to. And so we got that, and this was years ago. We got that, and Sean got that and started using it. Had so much fun with it. So we had a little bit of painting over some stuff. Like I said, you could always paint over it, but yeah, it's fun. Like, you just get into it and it's just fun. And you can get one of those paint walls, you can paint over it if you don't like it. So, but anyways, yes, get a chance, leave in the comments, what do you paint? Do you draw? Do you sketch? What do you do? What is your outlet of art, if you have one? What would you be interested in trying? If you do try something, how did it work out for you? How are you enjoying it? You might find a creative streak you didn't know you had, or a special talent you didn't realize you had. So with that, though, I'll leave you for the day. Bentley's passed out in my lap right here. Let's see. Oh, say hi. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Please like, share, subscribe. If this helped you, definitely do that. So it'll help someone else that's looking for this to find it easier. And with that, remember, if you need someone to talk to, you have Lifeboat with NOMV, Not One More Bet. The first time you register, it takes 72 hours. After that, they reach out to you within 24 hours. That's the peer-to-peer. And then you also can text home to 741-741 if you need someone to talk to. I think there is actually another option I need to look at that I had heard about for Canada for suicide hotline. If you need someone to talk to, since our 988 is gone. So I will have more information for you for that next week. All right. Until then, have fun. Do something fun for yourself this week. All right, take care, and thank you for what you do.